Hey, what is going on, you variety-loving people? Hope you're had some spice in your day. Welcome back to the 25 Days of Spicemas. We're your hosts. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Jordan.
And if you're new to the 25 Days of Spicemas, welcome. So if you are new, just to give you a rundown of what we do here. Basically, every day we want to give you something, whether that's answering questions, giving advice, giving tips, giving information, or actually giving something away. Just to reiterate, we've given away stickers. You guys still can DM us if you guys want a sticker. Just hit us with your address, or however we can get them to you. You can also enter the drawing to get in for a podcast spot if you're just like a fan or whatever. Just DM us why you should be on the podcast and what you're currently working on, and we'll put your name in the drawing. Also, you can DM us and hit us with a link of your favorite song or whatever, if you're an artist, producer, musician, whatever. And we can put it as our intro and outro for an episode, just for free, just to get you guys some exposure. If you're interested in any of that, just DM us. Now to today's thing, we have another question from somebody I met through networking, and he said it's more of a personal question. Have you ever had any injuries while training, which is working out or athletics, I guess? And he said, and if so, how did you work with them? So Jordan's had a ton of injuries, so you can go first.
Yeah, like that. I've separated my shoulders probably over 10 times,
yeah.
And then I broke my wrist. I don't know, a bunch of stuff. We've probably both broken fingers and toes a bunch of times, playing basketball and stuff. You know, when you still your fingers.
Is that broken?
And stuff, you never
is
know.
that
You never know.
They swell up for a while.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've had a lot of stuff, but normally I just work through it slowly. With my shoulders, I had to do a lot of physical therapy, so just a lot of pretty much non-weight exercises. You just or very small weight exercises where you just kind of work the muscles.
Bands.
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of work the muscles and get them back to being stronger. I mean, that never really helped me, but because it just kept happening over and over again. Yeah. But I mean, it's just you have to kind of try and take it slow and just try and work back to full strength after you injure yourself, and then from there you can try and push yourself some more and see where you can get.
Yeah, I mean, I dislocated my shoulder one time, but it popped right back in. It wasn't actually dislocated for a period of time how Jordan's was. But it my left shoulder especially, it always nags me. It feels like it's gonna pop out sometimes. Not anymore. I've been doing a lot of mobility stuff, and it feels a lot better, and it's gotten a lot stronger. But yeah, I mean, if you do have an injury, I would say try to work with it. But I mean, you don't, if you don't have the luxury of being able to go to a physical therapist, there's obviously YouTube. You can learn a lot from YouTube. You'd be surprised. But you could literally just if say that you has a shoulder problem, just look at how you can work with resistance bands or lightweight activities to kind of nurture that, so it doesn't happen again, or it strengthens that back up. I wouldn't recommend going back into heavy training or anything like that. But I've never had a serious injury besides when I broke my tibia the one time playing soccer. But I rehabbed within 2 or 3 weeks, pretty easily. We were playing basketball at the time too when I broke it playing soccer, right, yeah. And I just did stuff with the trainer at school, and I got back on the court pretty quick. But yeah, I mean, just kind of nurturing it. I wouldn't say baby it, because babying it isn't something that's in my nature.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You can't just sit around and expect to be able to get back to full strength at some point. You have to do some kind of work to keep up and to try and get yourself back to full strength.
I mean, obviously depending on what the injury is too.
Yeah,
as long as if it's nothing serious, if it's a minor injury.
Obviously some things you have to give some time to heal. But
Yeah, but if it is a minor injury, a shoulder, depending on what the shoulder injury is, if it's joints or whatever, I mean, there's variations of workouts you can do. If you are talking about lifting, for example, if you do strain your shoulder and you need the bench and stuff, you can use a closer grip, which takes the pressure off your shoulders and puts it more on your triceps or stuff like that. Just being able to adapt your training to your injury, so you don't make it worse, but you're also being able to continue whatever you're doing. So yeah, you can just look all that stuff up. But that's at least what I would do. I'm not suggesting you go like from like ripping your shoulder out of place back to trying to do exactly what you're trying to do. Don't baby it, but don't just like sit around either. You have to like be proactive about your injuries. But in other news, don't forget to donate to our Patreon for the charity, the community breadbasket that we're donating. All like the money that's donated to the charity tier to that. Also, if you are local, don't forget to stop into Lisa's Sweets, Eats, and Treasures. Got it right that time. And you can donate food or money there as well, which is our mom's local bakery. Yeah. And as always, happy holidays and have a positive and productive day.